Welcome to Sync Floyd, the only podcast where we watch every single film to see if it syncs up to Pink Floyd's 1973 magnum opus, The Dark Side of the Moon.
Meowth,
My name is Gareth.
Right. I'm Meowth. Hi, how's it going?
Hi.
I'm actually James Barron in Meowth form.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that something that happens in Pokemon? Do people become Meowth form at any point?
I think briefly in one of the movies, definitely someone becomes a Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think. But possible that like Ash and Pikachu switch places at some point. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Like in a Freaky Friday kind of scenario.
Oh, when they just like, oh, Pikachu has it so much better.
Yeah.
No, Ash has it better.
I don't know if that actually happens, but it's the kind of plot that could definitely happen in a Pokemon movie. For reference, the movie that we watched this week is Pokemon: The First Movie: Mewtwo Strikes Back. It's the full title of that movie.
What a great... My version was also Pokemon: The First Movie: Mewtwo Strikes Back, Mewtwo versus Mew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But that could have just been a fan, like, oh, guys, guess what happens in this one? Mewtwo versus Mew.
Mewtwo versus Mew. That happens as well. Maybe it had, like, different titles in different countries. Quite possible.
That's true. Because it was odd to have your first movie be when someone strikes back. Like, this is probably the only film where that happens.
It's true. Yeah. I mean, he does strike back. You get the pathos for Mewtwo right at the start of the movie as to what he's doing. But anyway... Just want to go over a quick stat about this movie.
Please do.
Yeah, it's released in Japan in July of 1998, but it didn't make its way to New Zealand until December 1999.
No way.
So like a year and a half later.
Do you remember seeing this in cinema?
I do. I did see it in cinema. There was the promotion on that if you were one of the first people to see it, you got a limited edition... holographic Mew card, Pokemon card, which is incredibly rare now. I didn't get one. I unfortunately, by the time I like went there, got to see the movie, it like the promotion had ended. I would have spent fucking weeks begging my parents to go and see this movie because
really, were they not into it?
Nah, probably not. Or just
they're too busy seeing You've Got Mail.
Yeah,
in '98.
Yeah, very much so. Probably they're like, we've just been to the cinema. We've like, gotta wait a couple weeks. It'll still be on. Pokemon's a smash hit. It's fine. He'll get to see it eventually. But I didn't get that bloody Mew card. Mate, Simeon got one. Like my friend in primary school, he got one and he lorded it over me.
No way.
Yeah, it's alright. I never got any Pokemon cards. Anyway.
Really? But you've always been huge into Pokemon and its other forms of the franchise, right?
Yes. I've always been obsessed with Pokemon. It's one of my great loves of all time. Aww. Ever since I was like, oh man, I must have been six or seven when it came out, I guess. Maybe earlier. I don't know. Very young, anyway. Like the prime age for Pokemon marketing when it was released, and I've loved it ever since. Wasn't allowed a Game Boy growing up. My parents, like, I'm painting them in a really harsh light here. They were good in other ways, but they were like didn't listen to me demanding all kinds of crap, which is probably good.
Yeah, I think that's good parenting. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, so I didn't get a Pokemon game until Gen 4 released. I bought my own Nintendo DS and then bought Pokemon Pearl for that.
No way. That's fascinating. I've always assumed you were like OG Pokemon Master.
No, man.
Like you were out there catching Masingo.
We had the I got my dad to like emulate the original Pokemon Blue and Red on the computer in the like most insane emulation setup imaginable. This was probably about like 4 years after the release. But it was all like DOS, BIOS menus and stuff in the background. You could see the like inner workings of it just ticking away.
When you said the most insane way, I was really picturing that like you'd sit in like by the window and your dad would just recreate Pokemon like based on your demands.
It's quite possible. I reckon he wouldn't like take me to go see Pokemon the movie, but he would take me. He would take me on a journey into the Pokemon of his mind. I reckon that is pretty accurate. What's your experience with Pokemon like, Gareth? What are your thoughts?
It's very similar. I remember I remember waking up one morning and switching on the TV, which was a huge rarity. I have no idea why I was watching TV in the morning, because that wasn't allowed. But that was when Pokemon's first season was playing every morning. Every weekday morning, and then you obviously throughout the 5 days of the week, you'd collect the different parts of the Poke Wrap.
Yep.
And yeah, I remember getting to school just being like, yo guys, you seen this shit? Pokemon? And they were like, yeah, get on board, son.
It is sweeping the nation at this time. It was huge. Like, everyone was talking about Pokemon.
Yeah.
And, like, the fever pitch was when this movie was released.
This movie would have sold more copies than... Pokemon has made more money than Pink Floyd, for sure, right?
I reckon so, yeah. It's like... It's still, I believe, the biggest media franchise in the world.
Yeah. I was actually looking at that list today, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Managed to sneak into the billion.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's a very fun list when you get down to the lower numbers, though. It's like Seinfeld is one of the biggest media franchises.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Shout out to Larry David. Good job.
Yeah, heck yeah.
But we're not here to talk about bloody Seinfeld.
No, put away your Seinfeld cards.
Yeah, Seinfeld cards.
The shiny
holographic Kramer.
Holographic Kramer that you get when you see the Seinfeld movie.
Oh my god, I would love there to be a Seinfeld
George's
movie.
Dad Strikes Back.
The first Seinfeld movie. Great. Yeah, but yeah, we got to push all that aside, unfortunately, and get into these...
clear the table.
Yep, get into these bloody sync-ups. How did it sync? How did the Pokemon, the first movie, sync with Pink Floyd, the 8th album? Hey?
Well, I found... So it begins with this, like, prologue of Mewtwo going like, who am I? What is life?
Yeah.
Humans and Pokemon don't understand what is life. And that goes for as long as the, like, pre-breathe Speak to Me intro.
It sure does. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like, the cut into, like, the like, scream bit into the start of Breathe aligns perfectly with the, like, bubbles in Mewtwo's tank appearing.
Yeah.
Because you get a couple bubbles as, like, a motif, and then you get the real bubbles inside his tank, and that's the one where Breathe starts. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a surreal intro, actually, with just Mew swimming around underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, Mew not being one of the original 150, like, to a lot of kids it would have been like, what is this pink cat?
Yeah, Mew was 151, but and not obtainable in the game. I believe there was a promotion in Japan where you would get Mew with this movie.
Yeah, or you'd go to, like, you'd have to go to a real life place and they'll put Mew on your game, which is wild that socializing was involved.
Yeah, and made
like
these Pokemon, like, all the rarer, honestly. Like, this is pre-internet days, you had to, like, go to, like, a Video Easy or whatever and download your Mew into your little Game Boy. Pretty great stuff.
Did you ever trade a Pokemon? Oh, I suppose you weren't doing it as much as a kid. Did you ever trade a Pokemon with a stranger?
Yeah, definitely. This was much, much later, obviously.
Yeah.
I had friends with Pokemon, especially when I had the DS, it was like the height, doing lots of trading. But as a little kid, no. I got to see the, like, link cable in action, though. Like, friends...
that link cable.
Yeah, man. If you had a link cable in school, you were God. You were, like, king of the school.
I had this awesome, like, knockoff link cable that was, like, longer than the other link cables.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, felt so good. I traded a Charmander for my Pokemon Gold.
Yeah.
With this kid I met camping, and we were doing like a trek, so we stopped at this ground for one night. Mm-hmm. Somehow managed to track down a kid who was going to give me a Charmander. Charmander being my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
Got it off him. Don't know his name though, because he said his trader name to just A.
Fair enough. He's that kid.
And I still remember.
He's that kid in all the, like, time zones. Whenever he's got all the high scores in the entire world. That kid.
Yeah. He wasn't even camping with his family. He was living an actual Pokemon quest.
Yeah.
Walking New Zealand, just trading Pokemon.
Yeah.
Conquering arcades. Screaming.
Amazing. What a life to lead.
What a life.
Wonder where he is now. He's probably, like, leader of a country or something.
Yeah.
Very impressed with that young man.
Oh, yes.
Shout outs to you, AAA, wherever you are now.
He's probably one of the like backup keyboardists for Pink Floyd.
Hell yeah. Nice segue back.
And speaking of that was, like you said, the first sound in the album.
Yeah. The sync with the bubbles. We're back at full circle.
He's so good at this.
Yeah. So we get like a little sort of Mewtwo identity crisis bit here where like it's a very plot heavy movie for a little kid, I must say. Like Mewtwo's dealing with like being a clone. Shout outs to Moon. Yeah, he's got a serious identity crisis, and like what is he made for? Was he just an experiment? Like, is he just proving a point? You know, he's trying to figure out who he is. And I totally forgot that like he signs up with Giovanni for a little bit at the start of this movie.
Yeah,
who I don't believe
Giovanni being the big bad on the TV show.
Yeah, and in the game as well. He's like the like final gym leader, I want to say, Giovanni, or like
is he?
Oh no, Gary
Rocket
is.
in the game
Gary,
as well?
Gary's the final gym leader. He's like there's like a side plot where you take down Team Rocket in the game corner and all that, and they take over Silphco, I want to say, or Slithco. I'm never sure, but anyway, he was the big bad.
Yeah. Speaking of Gary, he gets Mewtwo puts on this rockin' outfit.
Yep. So sick.
The laugh effect plays when Giovanni gives this like little smile.
Yeah.
Which was very good. This is probably our first film for makeover scene when Mewtwo puts on his rockin' outfit and he starts just like taking out Pokemon. You get a tiny cameo of Gary.
Yeah.
Which
just like
I
the back
thought
of
it was
his
very
head.
clever to point out. Yeah.
Yeah, just a minor one. He's like getting taken down by Giovanni at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
And then he like has his identity crisis again of like, what am I?
Yeah.
He like
on the run's playing at this point.
Yes, very good for these fight scenes. He blows up the Giovanni's like hideout.
Yeah, just quickly before this, I've got a couple of things.
Go for it.
On the Run ends with the big crash noise, and that syncs with a whole bunch of Tauros being like hoisted into the air by Mewtwo's psychic power, and then like a whole bunch of Team Rocket grunts just catching them with Pokeballs as they're floating, which is great tech. Like, this is all Giovanni wanted. It's just like all I'm using you for is just to like further my gains, get a whole bunch of Tauros. I don't know.
It's essentially just cattle rustling.
Yeah, basically.
He has like essentially a god, like the most powerful psychic creature in the world, and he's just like, yep, catch me some cows, beat up this 12-year-old.
He's afraid of Mewtwo's power, right? He doesn't want to be using him for too much stuff because he knows that he's like way too strong. Yeah. The clocks go off here as well and don't really sync up with anything except Garrett's fear, but you know.
And I was scared enough.
Yeah.
Giovanni.
It's a scary time.
It is, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but he...
And then...
Sorry, go.
You go. No, you go.
Okay. Mewtwo, he, like, blows up the rocket base here and then, like, flies back to, like, the wreckage of the lab where he was born. Really cool visual. The whole intro to this movie is, like, pretty sick. I'm loving it.
This whole visual is like what Roger Waters from Pink Floyd, like, sees when he falls asleep.
Yeah, for sure. Just like floating aliens and things.
Yeah. Taking down corporations. Yeah.
So the title card appears now over the start of the time vocal. So the first verse.
And it's very like something about it. The CGI they use for the title card is very fits in with the vocal performance. They're like digging away.
Yeah. I'm into it. The spiraling around in space. We're seeing Mewtwo strikes back, like fly in and dramatic lettering. It's great.
It's wild that it's only been 10 minutes into the film and we've had Mewtwo's entire like existential crisis. Yeah,
the whole like backstory intro to like his motivations throughout the film. Really good. Yeah. Really tight writing, honestly. Like for a kids movie, this is like there's a lot going on, and they like put like front load all the exposition in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
pretty good stuff.
Did you know there was originally another part of the prologue where Mewtwo befriended a small child?
Oh, really?
And she died? Yeah, it was considered too dark for the translation.
Fair enough.
And I was briefly worried that you'd somehow, because you're much cooler, you'd found the Japanese version and you were watching that and we were going to be completely off sync with each other.
No dead child at the start of this movie for me, so we're good to go ahead.
I'm worried that I've equated cool with dead children.
No,
so
just
Dragonite
you've equated cool with like alt versions of movies, which I think is reasonable. Yeah, we're introduced to our heroes here. The crew. Brock, Misty, and good old Ash and Pikachu, you know? They're here. Yeah. The crew is here. At this point, Misty has Togepi, which I want to point out. So we're probably end of season 1 of Pokemon. Yeah. In the timeline canon.
You're the right person to be talking about Pokemon.
Hey man, I've got an obsession. It's unhealthy, and I have an uncontrollable encyclopedic Pokedex-like knowledge of Pokemon. So
good.
Yeah, I think you've chosen well.
Did you have that? There was like a Togepi activity book you could buy, and it was all like maths. It was like learn maths with Togepi.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. I bought that as a birthday present for my brother, and my brother is actually quite good at maths, and was just like, "Okay, man."
Hey, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Togepi, great Pokemon. Little egg with powerful psychic abilities.
Yes. Great design. Also, good evolutions. Anyway, getting sidetracked. Brock says my first favorite line. Brock has, always had great lines in the anime.
Yes.
And I'm a big fan of his character. He says, lazy boy no chew stew is what he's making for Ash. Which I love, because he's too tired to, do any work.
I guess they do a lot of work, these kids and Brock.
Yeah, they're exploring the whole world, right?
What was that?
They're, exploring the whole world, right? They're, traveling around.
Hiking, setting up, camp yards every day.
Yeah.
Brock's cooking from, nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, to be 10 years old as well and doing all this.
Yeah. I assume that Brock's the oldest. He's probably 17 or something. I don't really know. Just to justify his creepiness in the anime, but anyway. Yeah, so bloody proto Team Aqua member shows up here. We've got a guy with a bandana with a skull and crossbones kind of vibe on him, and he's demanding a battle. This just must happen all the time to young Ash.
Yeah, poor guy. Well, poor Pokemon, really.
Yeah. That's alright. They're tough. This explains why they're so tough, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get some nice little sync-ups with the beats of the solo syncing to, Ash throwing his Pokeball in the air and getting the battle on. Facing off against Donphan, which is a brand new Pokemon announced in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually quite a few Gen 2 Pokemon that were, sort of released alongside this movie. Donphan, and then in that little short that plays before the movie in theaters, there's also Snubbull and Meryl are also
two of my favorites.
Yeah, they've got some good characterization. Unfortunately, Donphan's just here to get dunked on by Squirtle.
Yeah.
But hey,
I mean, if anyone's going to dunk on you, it's the former head of the Squirtle Squad.
Fucking A. Oh, the best episode of the show changed my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dragonite's here now. He's flying in. And he's got a little help me Obi-Wan Kenobi message from Nurse Joy in costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was very strange that Dragonite takes out from his little cool purse.
Yeah.
A hologram, and then to say you've accepting the hologram, you then takes out a piece of paper where you tick yes or no.
Yeah. It's good stuff. The hologram's only pre-recorded. You can't record a little hologram reply, unfortunately. You've got to do it manually.
Mewtwo's on a tight budget.
Yeah.
In fact, how did Mewtwo make the money to get this tech?
Don't know. He did all kinds of crazy stuff here.
He's building cloning machines and stuff.
Yeah.
What's his overhead? He's got one full-time employee who's brainwashed.
He's got unlimited psychic power, which helps a lot.
That's true. Okay. Do you reckon he's on the side busking with it?
He's
And,
doing some contact juggling with his creepy ball hands just outside a supermarket, outside the Pokemon, rather.
Gareth from Labyrinth was watching, like, oh yes, that gives me an idea.
It's like, I can be a creepy psychic alien type. Yeah, let me do this. I do love the idea of Mewtwo busking, and everyone's just like, look at that weird man. Let's give
just
him
playing money on base.
Yeah.
His psychic abilities.
Oh, yes. Let's give him enough money to build a Geiger-esque lab/castle.
Yeah. Oh.
Love it. Yeah, so he's like, old mate Dragonite flies back. Team Rocket here. They're just like following Ash as they do. Nothing to say on them yet, but
no.
Mewtwo's like casually controlling the weather from his little chair.
Yeah.
Like stirring up a big old storm.
I love that he's in his chair and he's like got his back to the camera and it's supposed to be like, I'm so mysterious, but then his little ball hands are out and you're like, we know exactly who you are.
We know this, man.
Yeah.
No one has hands like that. Love it. Yeah. He's stirring up a storm. Later revealed that this storm is gonna like destroy the world.
Yeah.
Like kill everyone, clean slate style.
Yeah, everyone who's not on the island.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. Original.
That is messed up.
Yeah, he's like original Thanos, I want to say.
Yeah.
He's
I got some good Thanos vibes from him. I mean, they're both purple.
Yep.
They're both like, you kind of get more of their story in their movie.
Yeah, they're coming from like an altruist kind of perspective as well from their villainy, right? They're like, it's for the greater good, both of them. Yeah.
Now, this is going to set off every geek within like a 2-kilometer radius, but could Mewtwo beat Thanos?
Ooh. I've no idea. I don't know enough about the Marvel Universe. Can you represent the Marvel Universe and I represent the Pokemon Universe? We're going head to head here. Yeah, I reckon like Mewtwo's got he gets some good pathos behind him, right? Like he learns a lesson and therefore I think he's more powerful. Like doesn't Thanos just get defeated in the end? I don't know. I've not seen Endgame. Don't kill me.
Endgame's real good.
I'll
probably not think that in like 2 months. This is the way with Marvel where I kind of go off them a little. But Endgame's real good. I think, see, Thanos, it's all about, oh my gosh. I'm never going to have sex again after having this conversation. Thanos, like, it's all about the Infinity Gems, right? So if he has those, he'll beat Mewtwo.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, Mewtwo's going to beat him.
It's true. I feel like Mewtwo would have some way around getting those gems. He's a conniving master of manipulation. He he got all the like Pokeballs and stuff, and he like thought through that he could capture other people's Pokemon inside the Pokeballs with that. Like that's the mind of a master there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's breaking the rules in this world. Which Thanos could only do once he had his gems. Yeah, Mewtwo wins.
Okay, sweet. Solved. Settled. We can move on.
I don't know how interesting this will be. I had a dream about the Avengers last night.
Oh.
And in my dream, they added the Fast and Furious franchise to the universe.
Sweet.
Which was great.
Good.
Also, they added the singer Phoebe Bridgers to the universe, and I was psyched for that. I was like, she is needed in Avengers.
Oh, I love this idea. I love the idea of the Avengers just absorbing more and more media franchises into it.
It's pretty much their goal.
Until it gets like Kingdom Hearts level. That's what I want. Yeah. I want like like Mickey Mouse to show up in the middle of an Avengers movie. That's all I want.
Yes. The best part of that, oh my gosh, this is our nerdiest episode, by the way.
It is, yeah. Look out, listeners.
Yeah, sorry to all our Jock fans.
Yeah. We'll be pumping iron later. In a bonus episode.
So if you did get Mickey Mouse into this world, then you get all of Disney, all of Kingdom Hearts, but then also because Mickey Mouse has that cameo in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you get then all the Roger Rabbit characters, which then, because Bugs Bunny is also in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you're getting Warner Bros. Warner Bros. You're also then getting DC.
Holy crap, we've extended everything. But it's like, there's a family tree here, a lineage that like just means that everyone is an Avenger now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
we've solved it.
So they they get to the ferry building in the film.
We're back. Here
it's raining too hard. They're not going to let anyone across. Weirdly, they're making this like very sensible decision based on a prophecy.
Yes. You know, there's like an end of days storm happening. So
yeah.
I think it's time for prophecy. Now, fucking, like, some of these guys, it's like a test put on by Mewtwo. So some trainers brave the storm and go to Mewtwo's, like, secret lab on the island. Great sequence here that I completely forgot about. Fucking Team Rocket are dressed as Vikings.
Yes.
What the fuck?
This is probably my favorite scene in the movie. It's just like, oh, we can't get across. And then Team Rocket come doing the dodgiest Viking impressions.
So bad. Like, my subtitles had, like, accents.
Yes.
It was shocking. It was like reading Hagrid and Harry Potter to just keep the nerd train a chugging here.
Thank you.
Yeah, the fucking so good. Another quality Brock line here. Like, Misty asks, like, I didn't know there were still Vikings. And Brock's like, they mostly live in Minnesota. Which is a great bit.
So it opens this other nerdy wormhole where, like, Minnesota exists in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which, therefore, does Prince exist?
I hope so.
Yes.
One can only hope, really. The joy of Prince must be known by the Pokemon. If he could, oh, man, imagine him, like, doing a cover of, like, the Pokemon theme song. He would nail that.
One day, like, his vault will open and we'll find out that he did. He recorded, like, the entire soundtrack album to this film.
The dream. Dream. Yep.
What Pokemon would Prince have?
A lot of purple ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I reckon he'd really like Vileplume.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
He'd be, like, angry that they released that prettier version in the next generation.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon, he'd love Vileplume and be all about it.
Yeah, he'd have Haunter.
Yep.
Or Gengar. Nido Queen, probably.
Yep. Lots
I have just searched purple Pokemon.
There are so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the suggestions, purple round Pokemon.
Hey. No. Maybe later.
That's from my own time.
Yeah. Who's got the roundest Pokemon?
So these Vikings get hit by a wave.
Yes.
And it knocks off their entire Viking costumes, revealing their entire Team Rocket uniforms underneath.
Yep. So good.
Which is great. Nobody's perfect anime here gets wrecked by the water at all.
No.
Which I love.
Yep. Very good. They're all trapped. They, like, start doing their motto and then they, like, don't have time to finish it, which I love.
Yeah.
That's, like, a recurring thing in the movie, actually. It's because, like, everyone knows the Team Rocket slogan. If you're in the bloody Pokemon movie in the cinema, you know what they're about to say.
Yeah, there must have been kids standing up, being about to do it along with them and being like, oh
man,
sit back down.
Yeah, I think they get stopped twice as well. That's great.
Yeah. They also don't get to say we're blasting off again.
Yeah. Oh,
which I was
that.
so ready to sync with like a moon thing, but
nah. Oh yeah, good point. That is a shame. I'm just kind of happy that they get like a happy ending in this movie. It's like quite rare for Team Rocket, honestly.
I kind of love Team Rocket.
Oh, I love Team Rocket too. They're my favorite part of the anime. They're like ridiculous schemes and like huge like robot ships and stuff that they make. Oh, I'm a big fan of their creativity. They're good guys.
Oh, if only they'd gone to like art school or something.
Yeah.
Instead of crime school.
Yeah. Just like
I don't have any syncs. Sorry, I've cut you off.
No, it's okay. There aren't. Yeah. So again, not a lot of syncs happening with this movie, but we are enjoying it. So it's a cool experience.
Yeah, it is a cool experience.
Yeah, we've got they arrive at the docks, right? And this I just want to draw attention to the really nice shading in this section. Everyone's got like a sort of like sea tint to their coloring.
Yeah.
In this area, which I loved.
Anime water just looks so nice.
Oh, lots of good anime water here in this film. Lots of crashing waves. Very exciting. So this is Time has just finished up here. Like one of the longer songs on the album.
Yeah.
So we're getting into Us and Them now. As Mew's floating around and he's playing on the windmill blades.
Yeah, my note for this is just Mew rules.
Mew does rule. Quietly one of the best legendary Pokemon, I think.
Yeah.
Like, really hard to get, really rare, but like just super cool. A great little simple design that's fun, and yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Mewtwo, one of the best named Pokemon, with Mutant and Mewtwo.
Yeah, very good.
Very, very good.
Says, like, it covers everything about him that you need to know in the name, which is great.
Much like the band name Pink Floyd.
Well...
No, that is the opposite.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know.
So they get into the thing and they meet the other trainers who made it across.
Yeah.
And when these other trainers are like introducing their Pokemon, like, hey, check out my team over there.
Yes.
We get to hear Pink Floyd go, who is who?
Yep.
So that was good.
Lots of us and them good sync-ups, actually. Like,
Yeah.
we're seeing, like, the trainers' teams, and it's, like, us, the teams that we know, and that we're seeing them, or the new Pokemon, the new teams.
Yes.
That all these ace trainers have, which I'm loving.
Such
Great
ace trainers.
quality teams. I rate every one of these teams.
Yeah, good rounded teams.
Yeah, pretty happy.
Yeah.
The one guy who has like 4 water types is a little bit disadvantaged, but you know, can't all be perfect, and that's his like sort of gimmick. He's like, I'm going to use my water to Pokemon to get across, you know? So yeah, that's his thing. I like it.
You gotta have your thing.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
And that guy... So, sorry, I'm jumping ahead, but this is when Mewtwo shows up, right?
Yes, he like descends down the like weird spiral centerpiece of the castle. He's in the middle, like floating.
The staircase that he's not actually going to use as a staircase.
Nah, never. It's for other people. It's for a sequence later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has their mouths open when there's like a choir singing, and it kind of looks like maybe they're singing that.
Yes, this happens again later. Oh,
Yeah.
no, actually, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a bit of a cheat because like Gyarados, one of the Pokemon, always has his mouth open like that, so at any point could just be singing.
It's true. I do love the idea of a Gyarados constantly singing. That's just their thing. They're just like powerful, like vibrato singers. Just
The sea is so peaceful, and it's all the Gyarados just hollering some Pink Floyd.
Yes. Take me away. Love it. Yeah, so my next note is that the line "good manners don't cost nothing" as Mew is like messing with Meowth, like reappearing, disappearing. They're like trying to get into this place via the sewers at this point. I love the like persistence here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team Rocket are nothing but persistent. That's
true.
why they're a good role model for the kids.
Are they here? Like, is their mission to get Pikachu here, or are they just like let's check this out? Like, they're already so ingrained into like chasing after the trio of Ash, Misty, and Brock that they're like, just will follow them wherever they go, even if they isn't part of a scheme.
Like, I would not venture across like the worst, like this biblical storm.
Yeah.
To follow these kids and try to get Pikachu. Like, I think that might be where my line is crossed. But that's why I never made it in Team Rocket.
Yeah, there you go. That's why these guys keep getting funding for like enormous like submarine Magikarps. You know, gotta love it. Gotta love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a cool minus sync there.
Yeah, another cool wee minor sync is so this water type Pokemon bro like tries to fight Mewtwo and he gets picked up psychically.
Yes.
And then thrown down when we get an up and down.
Yes. He like hits the water like as soon as that line hits, which is great.
Yeah.
My next note is just me enjoying the like weird Giga kind of Geiger. Is it Giga or Geiger? I don't know. The alien guy.
I say Giga. Yeah.
The like architecture of this place is very like alien-esque.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Mewtwo's taken some time. He's watched a couple alien films.
Caught up on some cinema, you know.
Yeah.
He's like he's had some time on his hands while Nurse Joy's like doing all the work, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because it's like later revealed that he's had her like hypnotized or whatever for 2 weeks. It's like, alright.
That's not a lot of time.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so Team Rocket are checking out this weird Giga lab of
they
cloning.
get into the lab. And we've got
Meowth's Oh, sorry.
We've got
I'm
the like
jumping ahead again.
experimented on Pokemon in the little pods here.
Mm.
I love that the only difference between them is that like they've got tribal tats basically,
Yeah.
and that's
Hey,
what
it was
makes
the
them
90s.
better. Yeah, they knew is that they're appealing to the aesthetic of the 90s for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, we've got the gene splicing kind of sequence where we get a cloned Meowth to the tune of Any Color You Like.
Yeah. Meowth's hair spins around on a little screen quite in time with the guitars.
Yeah,
That was good.
Very nice. It's also quite funny to me that it's Team Rocket that get the lore dump in this movie. Like, they get caught up on, like, Mewtwo's origins and what his plan is here, and no one else does.
Yeah, our heroes kind of have no idea.
Yeah, it's just Team Rocket like, oh. Pretty good.
So as far as Ash and the crew knows, like, Mewtwo's just this, like, jerk.
He's a huge jerk. He's just going to kill everyone. We don't know why. Yeah. Team Rocket know, though.
Yeah.
In fact, like, I think the message only really sinks in for Meowth, who gets, like, a really good arc in this movie.
Yeah.
Amazingly. Like, he gets cloned, and then, like, when all the Pokemon are fighting later, he says, like, a really poignant line, which I love.
Yes. We're going to talk for a while about that very poignant moment.
Okay.
I feel like.
All
I feel like it's the most Pink Floyd moment in the film.
I would agree, yeah.
Yeah.
But before that, brain damage is starting up. Mewtwo's saying he's just gonna kill everyone, basically.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll kill you, and also your Pokemon, they're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Pretty
Only
messed up.
clones will live.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Scary. Yeah, he's like, we'll make perfect copies of everyone, but the originals all have to die. We've got to start afresh here. Rhyhorn gets like knocked over, like someone's Rhyhorn gets like pushed along the table, knocking everything off of it. Quite a fun and cartoony
That counts as
moment.
his big defeat.
Yeah, poor Rhyhorn. Undeserved. Yeah. So then we've got the clones waking up to the tune of brain damage. Yeah, loving that.
Oh yeah,
that's a good thematic.
I had in my version with the subs. So every time Pikachu's talked, it just showed no subtitles, so no Pika Pika. Weirdly, when this Blastoise talks, this Blastoise clone, it goes Blast, and then when Venusaur's clone speaks, it goes Soar. Yes. And they keep getting subtitles, whereas Pikachu, who arguably gets more lines because he's constantly like angrily going Pika Pika and like changing people's minds, still getting nothing. So like, there's probably someone out there who's only watched this film to the music of Pink Floyd and just has no idea what Pikachu says or sounds like.
They've never heard what Pikachu's line is.
Yeah.
They just think he says chew, only.
Choo choo.
Choo choo, he's a little train boy.
Oh.
Yep.
All aboard.
Yeah, like, it is kind of weird that they got subtitles. I don't know. There's not a... Yeah, we weren't using, like, like the actual subtitles for the movie, so I don't know if it was, like... programmed
just
into
Derek
the official
and
release.
Wisconsin's judgment.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so we've got the final track of the album now, right? This is the end of the first play. We're actually quite a ways through this movie. This is like a shorter movie here because we've got like the we've got the little like short that plays beforehand, which extends the runtime quite a bit. So typically this movie's only like an hour 15 minutes ish.
Which I was quite stoked with. I think that's a good length.
Yeah, it's cool. It was like a long episode, which I enjoyed. But yeah, we're getting our final play here of the first playthrough, for like the final track rather. And basically the clones are fighting. It's like Charizard v Charizard, Blastoise v Blastoise, Venusaur v Venusaur. Try saying Venusaur v Venusaur several times. Holy crap. The original Pokemon are getting absolutely destroyed here by these super clones with tribal tats. I just like had a flashback to me battling like my just casual team against people who had EV trained their Pokemon and made them really, really strong. That's what this battle feels like. It's like we're using the same stuff, but someone's put in way more time.
Yeah, Mewtwo's been on the like game forums and figuring out all the best ways to train a Pokemon.
Yeah, man, he's perfectly breeding and IVs and EVs and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. He's in the wikis. He's out there. He's checked Smogon. I don't know.
He uses Cerebi.net instead of Bulbapedia.
Yeah, he sure does. Far too many ads on Bulbapedia. Don't visit that website. Yes. I think that's how you get viruses.
Oh, is that how I'm getting them?
Oh, now you know.
Of all the characters in this film who listen to Pink Floyd, I'm calling it as Ash's Charizard listens to Pink Floyd.
Yes. He's still a jerk here. I'd forgotten that Charizard in the anime was like kind of a douche. He was like quite rude and didn't listen to what Ash said all the time, which is a thing that can happen in Pokemon. But yeah, like I'd forgotten that was a plot point, so it was cool seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon he definitely listens to a bit of the Floyd inside the Pokeball.
Yeah. Whereas I think Mewtwo probably listens to like Animal Collective and the Mars Volta.
Yes.
And like he kind of doesn't see why it's so complicated. He's just like, oh yeah, I get it.
He's got real into noise music as the, as the later gens have evolved past him. He's looking at all the new legendary Pokemons and saying, man, these designs are really complicated.
Yeah. I remember when it was back, you're a buff purple cat.
Yeah, man.
That's all the Pokemon needed to be.
That's all you needed to be. You needed little balls on the end of your fingers, and that's how you became powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get into our second play of the album.
Yeah. It's
this fight
Charizard...
scene is...
Sorry, go.
No, yeah. It's just Charizard versus Charizard to silence, which I didn't like.
Yeah, very scary. And then we launch into the creepy floating eyeball Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Sequence, which is really scary.
Oh yeah.
So
these Pokeballs are just chasing everyone down, capturing them, ready to clone them.
Yeah. It's scary stuff. Breathe, not a good match here. Coming up as the sequence is like Ash is desperately trying to save Pikachu. These Pokeballs, as you mentioned earlier, break the rules. They capture a Pokemon that's already been caught and then also they can just capture another Pokeball.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like the science behind this. Very scary stuff. Arguably worse than the cloning.
Yeah. I mean, arguably, but yeah.
Yeah.
We did have Run, Rabbit, Run while Pikachu's running, and Pikachu does have long ears, kind of like a rabbit.
He's a rodent Pokemon.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's a very sad sequence here. Like, all your friends from the anime are getting captured. You don't know what's going to happen. Scary.
Yeah.
As a little kid, you're like, oh no. Not like Vulpix and Psyduck get captured. And I was like, oh, it hurt my heart a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Pikachu's he falls off the spiral staircase here as he's running away. It just as On the Run starts up, which is a great sync.
Yeah, when he kind of starts losing the fight against the floating orbs.
Yeah.
The song changes.
Yeah, he's Ash is chasing after him. Really, really creepy imagery here as Ash dives into the machine and is fighting against robot arms to claim back the Pokeball. Very Akira-esque sequence here, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, On the Run playing over this is a really good match. It's very creepy, a very it's scary, high tension moment.
Yeah, On the Run gets some good plays in this film, actually. Yeah. Probably, I'm going to say, better than Fast and Furious's On the Run.
Wow, yeah. I would agree. I think it's a good match here. We're getting some good sync-ups in this song. Whereas, Fast and Furious could have been better with the syncs. It was a time. It worked. It worked in some instances.
Yeah.
So just as the crash and On the Run happens, Ash looks at camera all determined now because he's freed the Pokemon after they've been cloned. He's broken the machine from within.
Yeah. Very Pink Floyd thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. That could be the title of a Pink Floyd track.
What was our Pink Floyd album? Earthworm Dreams?
Yes.
Yeah, track 1, breaking the machine from the inside.
Break the machine from within. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm into that.
Oh yeah.
So Mewtwo's floating around doing some exposition, and when he says, "The hour of my vengeance draws near," and then the clocks go off in time.
Yes.
I'm very happy about that. That's that's a good sync.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, the hour is now, baby. It's right here.
It's some magic. And seeing all these clones just come out to these alarms. Oh. And then even these like little tick-tock parts of time as these non-clones start walking out.
Yeah, they're
magic.
Like wandering back in.
Yeah.
Very spooky. Very spooky stuff. Like Ash returns with the good clone, with the original clone Pokemon. He's like stopped him. But then his big plan is to just basically like throw a freaking punch at Mewtwo.
Yeah, so this guy, a human who like versus all these magic animals he's surrounded by. Yeah, he's gonna punch Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Weirdly, doesn't work.
No, who would have thought? I guess this is Ash's character like kind of summed up though.
Yeah.
Like, he's like willing to put himself in front of his Pokemon to save them, and that comes up later. That's his like character. Yeah, then Mew shows up on his magic bubble.
Yeah.
So it's so good. What a good wee boy.
This is when I wrote again, Mew rules.
Mew does rule. Shoutouts to Mew. Mate. Like, why did Mewtwo have to strike back against Mew?
Yeah.
Mewtwo versus Mew. Set aside your differences, you two. Goodness me. And so they're battling it out to time, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really into it. The vocal comes back as the clone Pokemon are fighting the original Pokemon. Like, sort of, they take away all their, like, special magical powers, I guess, special attacks.
Yeah,
and so it's
all
only
the strength of their, like, tribal tattoos.
Yes, it's only Pokemon v Pokemon here. It's like physical combat only. And it's pretty vicious stuff. I want to mention here quickly that there was a remake of the like intro to Pokemon, like that matched the video games really well. So like they did of like Red and Blue. So like they did the whole intro of Red and Blue, and they're just like little, I think 5-minute shorts that were animated. But there's a scene in that where Charmander gets bitten by something. I can't remember what it was. Like possibly a Rattata, I don't know. But it's really, really vicious and scary. And it reminds like a visceral moment in that anime. And this reminds me a lot of that sequence. Like it's stressful stuff. Seeing these Pokemon like biting and fighting each other. It's like, oh god.
It's like it's interesting because it sort of tears down the main reason people are enjoying Pokemon.
Exactly.
Like, to watch these guys fight by being like, this fighting kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's true. It's like the message of what Pokemon, like the core mechanic of Pokemon is, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like at this point, it's like Pokemon is basically just fight these monsters, And later on, I think the like message of this movie carries over into later games where, like, if you want to be hanging out with your Pokemon and doing stuff like that, like, the games later cater to this much, much better. So this is sort of like paving the way for that kind of like message and idea that the future games are going to cover, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is when Great Gig kind of starts playing during these pretty much the Pokemon start collapsing in their fights as time starts winding down.
Yeah, very bleak.
Yeah. And then this is when I'm at my most torn, James.
Yeah?
Because this works so well. Great Gig in the Sky versus these Pokemon kind of being, they can't fight anymore. Fighting is so like...
Fighting is wrong.
Terrible, yeah. And we're getting the dialogue showing up, we're getting the characters showing up, we're getting the music of Pink Floyd summing it up. Like, Pink Floyd have always kind of... Like, this is Roger Waters at his most Roger Waters going like, fighting, man, what's that about?
Yeah.
This could be a beautiful moment, except in the original film... a song called Brother My Brother is playing by a band called Blessed Union of Souls.
Whoa.
Do you remember this song?
I do not remember this song. That sounds fantastic.
think about this song 3 times a week.
Wow.
It is like the peak 90s power ballad. Blessed Union of Souls also did the song She Likes Me for Me. And Brother My Brother is just like the bluntest anti-fighting statement in the world. But it's set to this like smooth 90s jam. It's after watching this, I did just play that song around the house and just like vibe away.
Hell yeah.
So I'm completely torn in that this is like this could be a perfect, dare I say, thematic sync.
Oh,
but
great Floyd moment.
But also, it could have been me listening to Bravo My Brother by Blessed Union of Souls for the first time in 18 years.
Oh man, a trying time in the movie for the characters and also for the watcher then at this time. Man.
It's sort of like me fighting my clone, because my clone, you know, this advanced version of myself should be listening to Pink Floyd, should be like taking in this message through like this advanced tasteful 70s rock. But then the other part of me, this child that, you know, my brain has just started as this child's brain and the rest of the brain's kind of grown around it, you know? And it wants to hear Blessed Union of Souls sing Brother My Brother, but we're too evenly matched.
Yeah, man.
James, I'm going to need you to tell me, was this a good sync?
I think that you've summed it up so beautifully. It's brought a tear to my wee eye. Oh. It's that's a great sync. Just just for the fact that it brought up this conversation, that's a good sync.
Yeah.
You know? That's the sign of one. The inner turmoil has driven you to create a good piece of podcast. So
well, let's not jump to conclusions on whether it was good.
Well,
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's slide on by this emotionally fraught moment and get into a bit of money. It's just Mew and Mewtwo are just the ones left fighting here. And this is where Ash like runs into the middle between them and gets absolutely iced. He gets hit by like 2 superpowered attacks and turns to stone.
Yeah, what I'm wondering is, do you think he didn't get turned to stone originally and they've like recolored him grey to make it less scary for kids?
Yeah, he could have like quite possibly like turned into like a ghost or something. I don't really know.
Or just like died.
Yeah. Probably worse. If they'd just left him like fully coloured, just like not moving, it'd be...
Heck yeah.
Quite scary. Turning to stone, I think, is removed enough from death that it's fine to have in a kids movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very sad. All the Pokemon start crying and the healing power of their tears revive Ash.
Which was teased in the prophecy at the beginning, so very nice.
Yeah, good callbacks.
Yeah. This is when I realized like there were no syncs for Money, and this is when it really dawned on me that Money is such a long song.
Yes.
Because it covers the rest of the fight, Ash turning to stone, these Pokemon crying, and then Mewtwo's entire character arc.
Yeah, his little like speech at the end. Yeah.
A beautiful speech.
Yeah. Have we skipped over the like good little Meowth moment? His little...
Oh, yes.
We did.
So Meowth... And sorry, this is when I was dealing with Great Gig in the Sky versus Brother My Brother.
Yes.
So Meowth fights his own clone, and then they kind of... Because Meowth can talk, Meowth's the one who kind of says, like, why are we fighting? Why can't we look at the sky? Again, during Great Gig in the Sky. So
very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Proof that Meowth listens to Floyd.
Yeah, Meowth's checked out Floyd. Not as much as Charizard, but
absolutely. He says
maybe one or 2 albums.
His wee like philosophical quote about seeing stuff from other people's perspectives. Really cool little message.
Yeah.
Like he reaches this point before Mewtwo does, who's like the most like advanced psychic being. So
there's probably a lot to say about that. Like,
bloody shout out to Meowth, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, what a good guy. His little Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
Love him.
Is it true that in the later games there's a Meowth that's like chubbier and has a little beard?
Yes, and that's the latest gen.
I love that.
There have been 3 different versions of Meowth, I want to say. There's like, there's like regular Kanto Meowth that you know.
Yeah.
And then there's a Alolan Meowth, I want to say. Oh, there's definitely a
little
Alolan
sassier,
version.
right?
Yeah, he's like grey and sassy and yeah, quite cool. But then there's a new Meowth, the Galar Meowth in the latest generation, who is like, he's got like a big beard and he's got a different evolution as well. He evolves into a little Viking, which is maybe a callback to the Viking scene.
Whoa.
Yeah. Called Berserker is the new Pokemon.
He only evolves at a certain level if you take him to Minnesota.
Yeah. Only it's a very rare evolution. Oh man. Yeah, the little bearded Meowth, very good. But also, shout outs to our original Brooklyn Meowth here.
Yeah.
The good boy. So as you were saying, Money is a super long song. It's like a 3 to 4 minute solo in it, which is very long. And yeah, we get the whole, like from sad to happy moments here with the Pokemon crying, reviving Ash, Mewtwo's send-off speech, and then like the little end of the solo, everyone's happy again, basically.
Yeah.
Mewtwo like raptures everyone. He like picks up all the clones and like flies them to a separate island, I guess, to start afresh, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
And then like erases everyone's memory and transports them back in time, or does he just like transport them?
I think he just warps them back.
Yeah.
It seemed. Maybe they don't know. I think, I don't know if it's clear whether or not they erase the memories. But, Nurse Joy's like, it's potentially back in time because they reuse the same shot, but that could just be budgetary constraints.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Oh, they also don't have any memory how they got there,
Nurse
so they're
Joy's
probably not going to mind if it's a couple days have gone missing.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter. Everyone's like super hungry for some reason.
Yeah.
They're like, Nurse Joy looks after everyone. Storm's clearing up at the very end of Money here, and we get some nice cuts with us and them, and we see Ash sees Mew up in the sky, and he's like, I saw another legendary Pokemon, very cool. I think he has forgotten the whole adventure, actually, judging by this.
Otherwise, I'm like, it's Mew, that guy.
Oh, I remember that sequence. Good times. Team Rocket, I guess, remember though, because they're still on the island, and they get a bloody happy ending. They're so happy. They're like, they sign off rather than blasting off, which I enjoyed. But yeah, I agree that could have been better if they flew up into the sky. That doesn't happen once in this movie. Out of character for the series.
Yeah, they blast off like often, at least twice an episode.
Yeah, crazy. Subverting expectations.
It's what you got to do in 1999 Christmas time when people are getting ready for a new decade.
Yeah,
subvert those expectations.
Yeah, so we get the credits starting up just as the us and them vocal starts.
Yeah,
which is nice, and we get
how lovely are these credits?
So nice. Oh my god. So yeah, the sequence of the credits is just like you get little captured moments of the trio on their journey around like just serene wilderness with Pokemon around, and it's so nice with us and them playing over top of that. Beautiful. Very, just, very good.
Lovely, like almost painted backgrounds, just minimal animation.
A very chill end to the movie.
Yeah, the most Tumblr thing I've seen in ages.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just like, everyone's chilling out. It's a very relaxed time, and also it continues for the whole of us and them as well. Like, you get the whole credits is covered by this song, so that's nice.
Yeah,
that's it.
And it never does that like cut to, well, from memory, it doesn't do that cut to black thing. It just keeps the beautiful stuff going for the whole time. So you're like hanging out in the theater. You just get
a full sequence of these nice shots, and then like the movie ends with Mew like returning to a mountain, I guess. Yeah, that's it. That's the film. Yeah. A nice tidy short one there. It's loved it. What did you think? What's the overall sync rating? Not a lot of syncs, right?
That's the thing, yeah. I was maybe kind of think about like, so I've been watching the Leprechaun films in my free time, and I'm trying to work out which Leprechaun film is better, and like clearly the second one is the better film out of the first three,
right?
But because it doesn't have enough insane moments, plays it safe. So it's like, okay, it can't actually be the better film because it's not the one I'd say like, oh, you want to watch a Leprechaun film, do this. So this kind of like, it didn't have a lot of syncs, but when it did have syncs, they were nice syncs.
It's true. They were intentional feeling.
Yeah. And that great gig in the sky one, that's messed me up.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where it's like, I can't be on a jury because I'm too close to the case. So that's why I'm kind of going to need you to
Oh,
Take
wow.
what I've just said, but I need you to form a number from it.
Okay. It's interesting, right? Like, I'm trying to go like based on the science. Like, there's like some goods. The sinks were good, but they were few, as you said.
Yes.
So, I don't know. It's a tricky one to rank because are we basing our rankings on number, like frequency of sinks, frequency and quality, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't want to give it like a bad grade though, because I think it was a good synced experience overall. I think there was some good matchups and it added to it. So I'm gonna say 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like it's not amazing, and there are a few syncs, but they are good. So yeah, that's where I'm at. 6.
It didn't feel like a jarring experience having the two playing at the same time.
No, definitely not.
So yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah, cool.
Brilliant.
Just a quick little segment before we wrap up the podcast.
Ooh,
I've put in a little bit of effort here, and I know, shocking. But and I've like come up with a team of Pokemon for the Pink Floyd.
Whoa!
Yes. What team would they be running?
To be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You've done it as well,
James. We prepared this segment. It's okay.
Oh, what? We did? All right. Well, shall we get into it? Do you want to do your team first, or do you want me to do?
I'll do mine. All right. I know yours are going to be way better.
I don't know about that. We'll see. Okay.
All right. So my Pink Floyd team.
Sure.
We're starting off with Porygon.
Yes, Porygon, first one on my list.
No way.
Yes way.
Okay. And then we're following up with Porygon Z.
Okay.
Porygon 2. And then there's a Pokemon card that became a popular meme called Cool Porygon. Getting him involved.
Yep.
And then just to kind of balance it out, because you can't have that much Psychic, just like a really big Raticate.
Yep.
Like really big though.
Yes.
And then there's like and I've completely forgotten what his name is. In like a later game, there's these like big genie guys with like big mustaches and they're really ripped.
Yes, I know the ones.
Yeah, so my last slot will be
one of those
Thunderous,
guys.
Is that right?
Thunderous is, yes, he's the flying type one.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I think Landorus is the orange one, right?
Yeah, he's the like browny orange one. They all have like land forms and then all like big gin forms, so yeah.
So they go from being buff genies to like cool animals, right?
Yes.
And that is Pink Floyd in a nutshell, really.
Pretty much. That's a great team. I love it's a solid Porygon based team.
The most controversial Pokemon.
He is the most. Well, actually,
does it get worse? Oh yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah. Anyway, let's get into my team here. So I went all Gen 1, Pokemon,
nice.
Because I figured that team Pink Floyd, their team, they're like classic rock, right? They aren't going to be messing around with the new generation. They're going to be classic boys. They're definite Gen 1ers.
Yeah.
So I started my team with Porygon, as you did as well. Reasoning behind this, Porygon Psychic type matches quite well. Bit weird, and also really hard to get in the game. You've got to get like a coin case and get him from the the game corner, which is a money connection here.
Yeah.
So like a very like you got to put in the work to get Porygon. Okay, second one on the team, Clefairy.
Nice. Yeah.
Because they're the moon Pokemon. I don't know if you know that. They're like little alien types, like it's arguably sent from space, but nobody really knows. So I think that's a good fit. We're getting more tenuous as we go here. Third choice, Starmie here, which is the evolved form of Staryu. It's the big purple star.
Yeah.
Just because I think they've got like a weird kind of vibe.
Yeah. And no other Pokemon like them with their big like gem for a face.
Yeah, they're very like inanimate, and in the anime they made like weird like sure kind of noises, which I quite enjoyed. Like it's a strange vibe, and I could see Pink Floyd running them as part of the team. Pick 4, we've got Drowsy, little tapered, dipped in mud He's involved. He's here. He's a weird dude. And I reckon I chose him because he's the Pokemon I think most likely to listen to Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Just based on vibe.
Yeah, right. He's got like a favorite part of the song "Shine On You Crazy Diamond."
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, tries to put that on at parties.
Yeah, he'll play it. He can like sort of hum it through his weird trunk.
Yeah.
All right. Pick 5 for Pink Floyd. We've got Parasect.
Oh.
Yeah, who is like it's a crab that's like being controlled by a mushroom. So you don't really know. It's like who's in control of this Pokemon, right? It's the identity crisis Pokemon. So that's why they're on the team. A bit of existential dread. It's like arguable that like Parasect, the like actual crab, has like no autonomy at all. So,
whoa.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That is dark to be like starting off as this lovable crab and then it evolves into full mushroom control.
Yeah, that's the story of Parasect.
Oh.
Kind of underrated as a design, I think, anyway. And final Pokemon on the team, Ditto.
Yes.
Yeah. Ditto can be
cool.
Yeah, another sort of identity crisis kind of vibe. Like, can be any Pokemon, but has no identity of itself, and it's like lost out there. Yeah, so that's my team for
beautiful.
Floyd.
I'm so glad you supplied that.
Yeah, I reckon if you've got suggestions as to any Pokemon that we've missed, definitely let us know on Twitter at SyncFloydPod. Or yeah, just get in contact with one of us. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, you'll just see us and you'll know.
Yeah, you'll know. I'm happy to talk about Pink Floyd, Pokemon, any of these things at any time.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Follow the Pokemon rules. Just walk into our houses, talk to us, and see if we've got any items to give you.
Oh, I thought you were going to go, as soon as we make eye contact, we have to battle.
Yeah, we have to battle with Pink Floyd and Pokemon trivia.
There you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All we need to do now is you need to let me know what we're going to watch next, Gareth.
Yes. I should say, if you're enjoying all this Pokemon content, we're going to be dropping a little bonus episode.
Yeah.
Where I've challenged you to play Pokemon Red while listening to Dark Side of the Moon to see if there's any syncs in that.
Yes, I'm amped.
And we're also going to watch the short film Pikachu's Vacation.
Yes.
And see how that syncs up.
So yeah, a little mini episode, hopefully, for you as well, in between.
So if you listen to this and being like, oh my god, so much nerdy Pokemon talk, can't wait to, move on. Sorry.
just a little bit extra for those that are looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
our next film 6.5. Though.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to think a lot of this has been trying to find ways that Pink Floyd enhance things. And Pink Floyd, are a band that probably made the world a better place. They brought this anti-war message to classic rock and stuff. They're even if you go see Roger Waters now, I heard a story about an old Republican guy who went to see him, and it's this full anti-Trump message at these rock shows. Oh, wow. He's really making the world a better place. So I tried to think of a film where Pink Floyd would not make the world a better place. Where you'd be like, please do not play Pink Floyd right now. All right. And of course, that film is going to have to be A Quiet Place.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a weird experience.
Yeah.
It's you're supposed to be really, really quiet. Is that movie? That's all I know about it.
You try to make Pink Floyd be quiet.
Yeah, gonna be.
I think we're in for either a 0 or a 10 in terms of syncs. I'm very excited.
Hell yeah! Look forward to that next time on the pod. My goodness! All right.
Oh my goodness! Well, with all that, there's nothing else to say, but we're blasting off again. I've been Gareth Blacklow.
I'm James of Team Rocket.
To protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to denounce the evils of truth and love, to extend our reach to the skies above. We'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
On the dark side of the moon. Meow, that's right.